wanted to take you through a couple of pointers on how we do tastings today. So when you're a little bit vague on any of the detail or not quite understanding what we should do, these are the important points that you should hit. So the first video I'm going to do today is just about presentation. So as you'll know, and Mel will have already explained to you the resources that we have. So we have t-shirts, as you can see, I'm wearing one right now. Hopefully when you wear one, you have slightly less a round part. More of the gorgeous and less of the ugly. We also have, so it's important that you wear your t-shirt every single time, nice and clean and crisp. So we're representing the brand really well. The next thing is we need a tasting table. Now you will have signed in by now, you will have been talking to the store manager, you have got yourself a posse. Hopefully that posse is close to where our drinks are being sold, so you can easily just grab a drink, pass it to somebody that wants to buy it, or you can easily direct them there, particularly if you get busy. Sometimes you can't assist them because you've got lots of people around. You might just have to direct them in the right point them in the right direction. The key thing is the tasting table. As you know, it's Corflute. It's constructed out of our Corflute bag, and Mel will have given you instructions on how to do that. What's really important is making sure that the sides are smooth. You can see some bubbling in here, which we're going to go back to the manufacturers and look at and try and get out. But if there is some bubbling, just try and smooth them out so it doesn't look shabby. There's nothing worse than presentation in store of a shabby looking brand. People aren't attracted to it. It's just like anything in the world. Good looking things are attractive. So that gets put up, and what you do is you put this up and make sure that the bottom of that wrap is at the bottom of the stand. Because if it pokes out too high here, you can't get the table on, okay? That's really important. Start with the Velcro there, pull it around nice and tight, and then you can pop the insides out and it's ready to go. And then you've got the table itself, and you'll see the grooves in the table. That goes on the top. And what you have to do there is you get underneath and you clip the table into the grooves under here, yeah? And then it kind of sits in. You have a bit of jiggery pokery, how you hold your tongue is really important, so you can get that nice and firm, and then you're away. Yep. Nice, firm table. One thing you might want to do from the last tasting, particularly if somebody left in a hurry, what's that, sorry?
Wipe it down.
Yeah, wipe it down. So you've got to make sure that you grab the spray and wipe. Most stores will have it. Spray it down, give it a wipe. This is probably the first thing you want to do. Hygiene is really important. Food safety is really important. Those people that are doing supermarkets will have to do a food safety course. And that's one of the things they really look for, is making sure that the hygiene or the food safety aspect of what we're doing is really, really clean and tidy. The next thing, which is important for us, being No Ugly, is the presentation of our drinks. Now, we have two formats, and Mel, you can zip around here. We have individual bottles of drinks. Notice that they're all chilled, so you've got to take chilled stock to your presentation, to your tasting. And then we have 4-packs. Now, it's really important to note which store that you're going to and what they have for sale. So if they have both and all the flavors and all the variants, then you've got quite a big job to do. Yep. If they only have 3 and no 4-packs, well, you know what you're doing. You're just focusing on singles. Yep. Mm-hmm. I'm going to present this today as if we're doing a New World Vic Park or a Faro Fresh, and you've got the whole range to present. It's quite a big deal. Yeah. What I like to see on the stand is the 4-packs at the back. Yeah. You put the 4-packs at the back, and that's kind of your backer. And you've got a 4-pack of each different variant. And you can build that out. Now, what the funny thing is, we've got 5, we've got 2 more. We've got sleep and hydrate missing from this. So you might have to jigger it around a little bit to make it work, or you might have to stack some on top, yeah, to make it work. So it might be a kind of funky pyramid like that. Yeah. Remember, they have a bit of weight in them too, so they actually do stack as pyramids. You might want to put them too deep, build it up like this, so it's actually quite an impressive display. The next thing you want to do is you want to present your drinks. Now, what I like to do also is you're going to have, typically you'll have, you might have these to the side, and you might have an ice bucket here. Yeah, and that's for the cold drinks for you to just pluck out of, particularly in the summer months where it gets hot. You need them already pre-chilled. It's no good trying to chill them in the bucket. Pre-chilled, and then you get them out of the ice bucket, and that's what you use to pour. But we'll get onto that in a second. What I like them to how I like them looking is presentation again is really important. So we have them at least 2 deep, all the way along. And if you can line these up with the boxes, that's probably a bit tough, but do what you can. But uniformity is key. And it's really important to me, it's really important to the brand, it's really important to the supermarket too, because what they have a philosophy in supermarkets. Fresh is fresh. See, there's nothing worse than produce that doesn't look fresh. It's not very inviting, not very attractive. And full is full. So it's not very inviting when a shelf is half empty. Yeah. So we need our products looking like they're full and ready to go. They're really presented well, and there's lots of it available in abundance. The next thing we do is when they're all presented there like that, and you've got maybe your ice bucket here, is our cups. Unfortunately, Mel's got us oblong cups today.
Sorry, team.
That's okay. But I like these to be uniform as well. So they're presented, they'll be in rows. Yeah? And now this might sound OCD, you're right, because I am extremely OCD. They have to look extremely well presented. So that might be a square of 9. And you just draw off one of those and do your tasting. Yeah? Now when you do your tasting, you grab one. Yep. What's quite funny here is you might crack the seal, bit of an icebreaker, stag doos are they ugly or gorgeous. The person that you're talking to might have a little giggle, and you make this happens fresh every single time. So it's just like a third of a cup. Yep. And that's more generous than what most tasters will do from other brands. Quite often they'll have them pre-poured and they'll sit there for ages and they go flat and they taste like arse. We don't do that. Yep. We pour them fresh every single time. Now that one there, it's now open, will go back into the ice tray. Yep. And you pass this to the person, and whilst you're doing this, you're explaining the product, and I'll get onto that in the product specific videos. I'm going to have a taste myself. Oh my goodness.
Gorgeous.
Do me a solid, will you? That's it. Thanks, guys.